Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are a returnee, thanks so much. Welcome back. And if this is your first time, well, welcome to and proceed, relax. I promise you have an amazing time. And don't forget to hit the notification button and also subscribe. And drop your comments below if you feel you have something to say or questions to ask. Say, okay? So this video is a continuation of my previous video. I had to cut it into half because baby girl was feeling so woozy. Yeah, so enjoy. And honestly, we women really need to cut ourselves some slack. We need the break. Judging ourselves, trying to fit into the mold, looking at who and who has an opinion of us, and it won't work. And we need to understand that it's not personal. You can't try to impress all these young boys, all these men. I know beauty is an economy. I know, like, let's be honest, sex sells. And if you're practicing hypergamy, not just that, if you're practicing healthy relationship, embracing your femininity, you have to realize that to an extent, the system there's a system already set in place, and somehow you need to find your way to work around the system. And sometimes it's not personal; the system is rigged. Okay, sometimes the system is faked. It's just the Benjamin. But if you're looking through the male gaze, sometimes you will just hurt yourself trying to be everything and nothing, trying to fit into standards that you are not created for you. Different struggles for different people, okay? Sometimes you just have to understand how all these things plays. Even if you choose not to play by the rules, at least you break it responsibly, okay? And if you're practicing, you understand that men are drawn to beauty. Now, at the end of the day, once they get intoxicated by beauty because they can, they always feel lost inside. And sometimes we act like these men are not human beings too. They want real partnership. I mean real men. And by real men, I mean high value men. Non-dusty, high value men. Men with integrity, men who have done the work, men who, well, I don't want to stereotype them because some men came out from the project and yet they are doing things well. They're not trying to, you know, hold themselves down by based on what their reality have placed upon them. They are deciding, you know what, hell no, I'm not fitting the stereotype of the struggle, and I am going to be the best version of me, and I step out of the box and do something better with my life. And I want something I demand for something better in my life. Most of the times they come in form of alpha men. They understand how it's played. So yeah, I'm not delusional. I understand that men are beauty diggers as much as women are hypogamous by nature. But here's the thing, the standard of beauty is so down. I mean, you had to see, and the people who are setting the standard of beauty, they are not that realistic. You don't know what goes on. As much as I understand that once you start your feminine journey, the beauty comes from within and outside. It reflects. You don't have to try to fit into the mold and try to be and please everyone. And most of the time, these boys really, whether your pussy is lanky, twisted, like they will still chuck it in at the end of the day. And I would have said that the rightful man will come anyways, because the truth is consequentially the rightful man will come once you are authentic to yourself, and you won't even settle for less. Because I've been in relationship, like I've tried things with, like, in this my period, because I'm currently single now, and in my dating experience, because I don't know everyone, but I have, to an extent, I'm automatically protected because I know I want, and if perhaps I am charmed with whatever you present, because at the end of the day, you have to realize when people show you who they are, sometimes a lot of people are sensible enough, have common sense enough to just show you a presentation of themselves. They don't just show you who they are truly, but majority, when someone is nasty at the first time, that's who they are. Is your cue to jackpot, you bounce. Because on this journey, this feminine journey, letting go of things that do not serve you is number one key to growing and making the best choice. And should you end up in a relationship and last longer than you should be, because a woman will never live a day before she's ready. So maybe if you're still there, you haven't felt disrespected enough, you haven't felt devalued enough, maybe you're still staying there because this is what you know. Well, walking away is the best bet, and I won't tell you when to do it. Once it's time, you will know. I just hope you don't stay too long. But walking away from things that don't serve you, ooh, that's a jam. So, yeah, dear 20s, I'm well aware of all this. I just don't want to make this video about outside validation, even though I know sometimes it affects our choices and decisions. I want to make it about you, especially millennium ladies, because it's going to be so, things are different whether we admit it or not. You have to juggle between business, and you have to balance your emotional life, you have to balance bills and all this is, and even if you happen to be in a hypergamous relationship, femininity in the society is almost in extinct now, because people are with the false pamphlet of femininity, true femininity, and we have lost it one way, and it is not restricted to black community only. White ladies, they're the one that started the feminine movement. Okay, yes, they started it, and black women jacked it, and now it's trickling down to Nigeria thanks to Chimamanda. And the more I look at her, I see some evolution in her. I don't know if she is that good of a writer that she can blow some things from her reality, but she seems in peace with herself and seems as if she has shifted from her linear point of view when it comes to feminism. Feminism. I don't even know if it's feminism, the feminist movement. Okay? So when you consider all these things, you have to give yourself a break and do you. Find who you are right now. That is the ultimate. Find who you are. A lot of things are going on in the world which validates the fact that we need to be true with ourselves, which validates the fact that we need human resources, we need to value our relationship, value our peace of mind, value our health, value the kind of things we digest, the contents. Like a lot of things are proven to be so. Welcome to the world of Aquarius. So, with all this, I'm just saying, this is a letter to my dear 20s, to realize that sometimes people's validation, people's standard of beauty, people's standard of success is based on what they were passed on. And I say it's not personal because a lot of people, they also have this tone script, okay? They have this perspective, just like us, we were programmed, especially women, Africans, all blacks, all Africans in diaspora. We are programmed to view ourselves less. A lot of things come from self-hate, because even coming from our culture or things, we feel like we were the worst. You know, we are programmed to hate ourselves, and then women, we are programmed to feel like, not necessarily, we are programmed to be submissive, and that does not mean femininity. Femininity does not stop in submission alone, because submission is for anything that brings light into your life, that brings positivity, that makes you trust your essence. and you submit to that. And I talked about that in my previous video, which I'll tag later. So femininity is all about how you hold yourself, how you value yourself, the integrity, the respect for yourself, your womanhood, your womb, okay, and others. So we're subjected to self-hate, we're subjected to be mused, we are subjected to be, you know, repress our femininity, our sexuality, and common sense for ourselves. So all of this, our men, we are given a lot of scripts based on self-hate, so their common sense couldn't tell them when you're bringing someone down, you're holding yourself too. It even trickles down to our religion. You see, we have this Indaboski mentality, and you can see why, you know. So when you look at all these things, you can't blame them. You understand it's not personal. Just like you, they are confused too. So it's not personal. You run your race yourself, because if you try to be the hero, play the hero and save everyone, you will still drag yourself down. You overwhelm yourself. Or even remotely trying to be everything and fit into everyone's standard or expectation of you. You'll kill yourself. And the worst part is not just the frustration, is that you will fail miserably in trying, in the attempt to fit into someone's standard. Even though their standards change, the media controls people's perception. A lot of media and a lot of people's, they don't even know why they want what they want, just like you, if you have not done the groundwork. So you fail miserably, and sometimes you saw what happened to Khloe Kardashian when she was trying to form fake woke, fake inclusivity. When your family based on monetizing on the perfect body that you got from our community and all. And I just want to say, sometimes when you're picking a stick, realize you're picking the other end. So you can't go there and act like you don't know, because at the end of the day, you'll be confused. You'll be with all the scattered pages. You're confused. You've been living in falsehood since. So seriously, to my 20s, do you? When people hate on you, a lot of times it's not personal. They are projecting. Just like you project the day you wake up from the wrong side of your bed. Do you cut yourself a slack? Forgive your family for screwing you up, because their family, their parents screwed them up. I know my grandparents screwed my parents up. Screwed them, fucked them up, their mentality. Bad. So that forgive them so that the cycle won't repeat again. So I will just round it up by saying, dear 20-something women, you really need to stop believing whatever you see on social media. The pressure to be the perfect woman, you can't, okay? No one is perfect. Even most of these men, most of them, they have no clue. And that's why they get pissed when you start being picky, because a lot of them won't fit into it. A lot of them haven't even done the work. And realize that your parents didn't have all the scripts either too. That was why they messed up to a point. They moved with the best they could move with. They learned from the religious doctrine. They learned from the media to the impersonation. They learned through, I feel like majority of Nigerians need to go for a therapy, because we all need it. And that's why a lot of people drive recklessly, like a lot of things are not normal, but when you cross across the border, you act sane. So in the year 20-something, no one has it all figured out. Day by day, thank God for social media. You'll see a lot of your role models, you see them messing up. I don't want to see that, but you see them, like, you understand that a lot of times it's just for picture perfect purpose. A lot of people give you false representation. You kill yourself over people's relationship goals. Meanwhile, at the back, they're really suffering. And now there are people who are genuinely enjoying it, but the people who are enjoying it are people right now who are taking in sources like this, who are prioritizing their mental health, their emotional health, their space, knowing they deserve better, knowing they're worthy of love, and demanding that from the universe and acting in accordance to what they want. And you won't get it every day. Some days you fail miserably, but always put your best foot because there are days where you don't feel like it. Put in your best foot. Believe me, God understands. The universe understands. That's why there's time for season and everything. At the end of the day, we truly are the phoenix. And once you make bad decisions, don't kill yourself over that same mistake. Move along. In relationships, see, men are like trains. They'll keep on passing. They'll keep on passing. And guess what? You always get the best. You always get the next choice to the other one. And at the end of the day, don't think you're that powerless. You really have all the cards, because at the end of the day, you with the cookie, the ones with the egg, is the man with the egg that will chase. It's the sperm that will always chase the egg, sorry. So you just have to be focused, and don't allow people, don't let men, don't let society, don't let some doctrines make you feel like you're that powerless, and don't pay attention to most of this fake feminist movement, fake fake women empowerment. The idea is good in a perfect world. That's all I just want to say. Love you, know you're worthy. When you make the mistakes, just realize, well, I have opportunity to make the best and perfect decision next time. And once you make mistake in choosing in your relationship, learn from that, move along. Be determined to put your best foot, be determined to make a better decision next time. Trust me, you have no idea how powerful you are. You have no clue. But you are. And you might think you're not that strong to always walk away from things that do not serve you. Trust me, you do. You just have to try. But here's the thing, if you decide to stay in things that do not serve you, you too will feel depleted, you feel weak, you feel fatigued on time. You hardly have time to prioritize the things that work for you in life. And guess what? Those things you are holding so tight to will leave. The universe will cause it to leave because you have to grow. And your karma will come for you one way or the other. The karma you put into the world, and sometimes we don't get what we deserve. That's why a lot of these good women who try to be pick-me's, who try to be everything for a man, losing themselves in the process. That's why they always get left behind. I know, but at least, even if the ones that you feel like are the Jezebel, because that's the name, that's the normal terminology used for women who stand for themselves, who stand in their power, in their femininity, and demand for what they want, and do not settle for less. They're tagged Jezebel. Or if you're intelligent, smart, oriented, and all, they call you Jezebel. So even those Jezebel, even when they are left, because most of the times they are the one who walks away from any situationship, they're a track star. The wrong man. So even when you think that they walk away intact, insane, because they didn't settle for less. So at the end of the day, you pick you. This is not for a man. Consequentially, the right man will come into your life because you are radiating of what you want. You're radiating of success. You're radiating of love. You're radiating of growth. You attract it. Even the ones that are not it, at a point they'll be intimidated. And you have to be ready. You have to understand that the people who used to come to you, they wouldn't. Some friends you used to keep with, they will feel like, oh God, they'll feel that they might attack you. It's not personal. I swear it's not. Even your parents might attack you. I swear it's not personal. I promise you. Even when it's personal, it's still not personal, because when someone really can't pinpoint why they're doing things against you, it's not personal. They're projecting. So this is what I'll be leaving you, dear 20 somethings. You do you. Meet at the other side. Bye. Take care.